Well, here we are, travel day again already.
Yep.
And so today is basically just a drive day for us, and our goal is to get to Mt Airy, North Carolina tonight for just one overnight stay.
We're going to stay at a Harvest Host. If you don't know what a Harvest Host is, stick around and we'll tell you all about it.
We'll catch up with you up in Mt Airy, North Carolina. Well, here we are. We made it to our Harvest Host for the evening. For those of you that are familiar with Harvest Host, this is Serre Vineyards, just outside of Mt Airy, North Carolina, and it's just a short drive off of Interstate 77. And those of you that might be wondering, what's a Harvest Host?
A Harvest Host is a membership program that you can join for a small yearly fee. It gives you access to a network of wineries, farms, breweries, museums, and I believe even some golf courses now. And it invites RVers to come stay on their property overnight for free. And I believe there's over 2,000 locations scattered across the United States to choose from.
So if you're full-time in your RV, or if you just travel a lot in your RV, this is a really good resource for you to have a safe place to stay overnight if you've got extended distance between your destinations. This is a beautiful trail on the way up to the winery, and it is up in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah, it was a cloudy, rainy, cold day that day, but it was still really beautiful.
So when you become a member, you get access to their mobile app, and it kind of works like Google Maps. It'll bring up a map of the United States and show you where all the Harvest Hosts are, and you can just pick one along your route that suits your needs, and they will tell you what size rigs and how many they can accommodate, so you'll know before you even call if they will accept you. And as we get up here, you can see they've got a really nice lot that will accommodate, I believe they're set up to 45-foot rig. And we're 53 feet overall, and we had more than enough room.
Well, I believe they said that they could accommodate like 4 also in one time. And there was, 3 that night we were there?
Yeah, there were a couple smaller rigs in there with us. So we'll take a walk down and give you guys a little look around.
And we're gonna taste some wine.
Look at that view. This is a fairly new facility. And one nice thing is the owners, they wanted to know, what can we do for you RVers to make this better for you? And I honestly don't know how they can improve on this view. As you can see, if you're there on a warm summer night, just sitting outside by the fire out here looking at that view.
And the sunset's right behind those mountains there. That would be gorgeous.
And that's the view from our RV. So here we are at day 9. We have just left our Harvest Host here in Mt Airy, North Carolina, which was an absolute beautiful place. Unfortunately, we're taking a little detour. We got to the Harvest Host late because we got a late start from Tybee Island because we had some mechanical issues. Well, Well, it turns out those mechanical issues are a transmission leak from a cooler line, and fortunately we must have picked the right harvest host,
I guess so.
because we needed transmission fluid again by the time we got there. Fortunately, there were some auto parts stores open till 7 o'clock on a Sunday, and our harvest hosts definitely need an award for being the best hosts that we've ever had.
They're amazing people.
In 1 3/4 miles, take exit 11 on the right to US 601 north, then keep left.
We're navigating to the Ford dealer to get parts. So anyhow, we were saying the folks at the harvest host, we can't thank them enough. I went up there and asked him again after we got to have a little wine tasting. Fortunately, we got there just in time. I asked him if there was auto parts stores in the area that would deliver. When he asked me what the problem was, he just shook his head and he threw his car keys at me and said, "Take my car." And so, where do you run into people like that very often
not many
anymore?
people would do that.
So fortunately, I learned how to drive a Prius. So we were able to get some more transmission fluid. They unfortunately didn't have the seal that we needed at the O'Reilly's, but I was able to, I think, MacGyver it enough with an O-ring to get us to the Ford dealer this morning, and hopefully the Ford dealer, which will be opening up in about 10 minutes, will have the seal. It's a real quick fix. It took me like 5
Take
minutes to
exit
get it
11
apart.
on the right to US 601 north, then keep left.
She's always got to chime in, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So we're heading for the Ford dealer, and then hopefully we get this all taken care of. We'll be back on the road heading back north. As you guys can see, we're back in sweatshirts. It's 42 degrees this morning, and we're freezing our butts off since we've been in 80 and 90 degree weather for the last week. So we're gonna be pulling over here at the Ford dealer, and we'll see if we
Keep
can get
left
this
to US
fixed.
601.
Well, it looks like the travel gods are smiling down on me, or looking down after us today, because the Ford dealer had the seals. So I checked while we were there in their parking lot, and it seems like my MacGyver repair last night seems to be holding up. So I didn't see anything leaking this morning, but we're gonna get back on the road, and there's a rest stop just like 13 miles up here on 77. We're gonna pull over there. How about, you wanna make some breakfast while we're there?
Oh, yeah.
So Tina's gonna make some breakfast. I'm gonna crawl under the truck and put these new seals on real quick. Fortunately, this is gonna be a real easy fix. She probably won't have breakfast ready by the time I'm done, hopefully. So that's the plan for now. Okay, 5-minute fix. These two little parts are what caused all the frustration and delays. So, I don't know, maybe I should put these on a chain and make a necklace out of them for you so you can remember this trip, huh? No?
No.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna have some breakfast, and it looks like it's not leaking. I just looked at it, and I think that we're good to go for the rest of the trip. So we're going to head up to Logan, Ohio, and stay at Hocking Hills State Park tonight. So hopefully everything goes well. So back on the road after that little minor repair and some breakfast, I'm actually kind of impressed. We left the Harvest Host about, what was it, about 7:30?
Yeah.
7:30, and we were back on the road after going to the Ford dealer, getting the part, driving 13 miles to the first rest stop. We stopped there. Tina made breakfast while I changed the seal. So from 7:30 to 9 o'clock, we accomplished all that, and we're back on the road making our way north through Virginia. So we just might make it to Hocking Hills in a decent hour this afternoon.
Maybe.
And maybe we can see some waterfalls if we can get there in time. So that's our goal now, is for everything else to go smooth. Get to Hocking Hills State Park in Ohio at a decent hour. Maybe we could have a little hike, and if some water is running over the falls, finally get to video some of that. So we'll see you in Hocking Hills.